Hello, Spider fans and Central Virginia football fans. Satchmo here with a special Wednesday afternoon edition this week. Doesn't it feel great to be 6-0 and 4-0 in the CAA? Somebody said we were the only team left in Virginia still playing for a national championship. But it's great. Congratulations, and go Spiders. I want to talk a little bit about the Maine game before we get to Massachusetts. And wasn't it old Satchmo that said last week that the Maine win was going to be easy? I'm going to fall back on what Coach London likes to say, that winning any football game is hard. And after watching that first half, which some of you probably saw, it was pretty hard up in Maine. But I want to get some hats off first to the coaches and players for their halftime adjustments. Obviously, we dominated the second half, ended up winning the game after a pretty terrible first half. And in all three of our CAA toughest games, we've been behind at halftime, and our coaches and players have adjusted whatever was necessary to pull those games out. That's a pretty important thing to be able to do. Second, hats off to that defense, which for the second week in a row just stuffed the opponent in the second half. Maine, in this case, including holding them to negative rushing yards. Tell me that's not pretty stout. And then lastly, to our punt return team. They stumbled out of the gate earlier this year, as we all know, had some turnovers and that kind of stuff, but clearly they're going forward. The touchdown was a game-changing play, and we now lead the CAA in yardage. So hats off, Spiders. Well done. Obviously, we've got to get our punting game in better shape. We stumbled again up in Maine, and I think everybody would love to see what the Spider team looks like if they put two halves together. So on to UMass. I tell you, outside of JMU and William & Murray, I doubt if there's a team in the CAA that would like to beat us any worse than UMass. Those of you who follow Spiders closely probably remember last year after that heartbreaking JMU loss, our next game was at UMass. It was their homecoming. We went up there and we just blew up the homecoming and physically whipped the Minutemen on both sides of the ball. And I think it was our season-changing win that led to all the good things that happened after that. But UMass is a dangerous team. They come into City Stadium off a giant win over a top 5 team at the time, New Hampshire. And when you look at the stats, there's not too much difference in these teams except possibly a slight edge for the Spiders. Well, you know what? Spiders aren't going to let the Minutemen whip us. Don't think so, fans. Looking for our defense to be a big difference again, possibly even scoring our what I think is our first defensive touchdown of the year. Look for that offensive line to dominate again, giving us a better balance on our offensive attack between the rushing and passing. And finally, Spider fans, putting together two halves. I hope it's going to be a great, great show. The Spider gang, I know it's getting boring, but once again, all 8 Spider predictors look for a UR victory. Take a look at the scores. So let's wrap it up, football fans. It'll be a great day to come out and support the Spiders this Saturday at City Stadium against UMass. You know the deal. Buy a ticket, bring some friends, stay cool, go Spiders. So long for now.